Subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon to never miss an update from Kautilya's Fincast.
Welcome to Kautilya's Fincast for 1st July to 10th July 2021. Let's begin with corporate news. Mother Dairy is set to hike the price of liquid milk by 2 rupees a litre in Delhi NCR. Inflationary pressure on the overall input cost have prompted the company to raise prices after a gap of a year and a half. The price increase will be applicable to all variants of milk sold by Mother Dairy. Axis Bank announced its first derivative transaction linked to the secured overnight financing rate. It is an alternative reference rate, the recommended US dollar interest rate benchmark, expected to replace LIBOR at the end of 2021. Mahindra & Mahindra Limited announced collaboration with Magenta, electric mobility solutions provider, to deploy 100 units of its electric three-wheeler in Bengaluru. The vehicles will be used for last-mile delivery of essential and non-essential items. American private equity firm KKR has stepped into India's highway sector, signing definitive agreements to acquire global infrastructure partners' entire stake in Highway Concessions 1 and 7 highway assets totaling 487 km. Bharti Airtel has deployed an additional 21.6 MHz spectrum across its network in West Bengal to bolster coverage and ensure high-speed data services. The deployment also allows the telecom major to offer wider coverage along highways and rail routes, as well as increased footprint in villages. French engineering group Assistant SA has acquired Mumbai-based engineering consultancy firm STUP Consultants Private Limited. The Euronext Paris-listed company has bought a 99% stake in the Indian firm for around 21 to 22 million euros. Let's begin with market news. The global Bitcoin mining industry's sustainable electricity mix more than doubled to around 56% during the June quarter, making it one of the most sustainable industries worldwide. In reversal of a 2-month selling trend, foreign portfolio investors in June turned out to be net buyers by investing a net 13,000 crore in Indian markets. The NSE on 5th July said that the number of ETFs listed on its platform has hit 100 with a daily turnover of around 265 crore rupees in the current financial year. SEBI reduced the time period to 2 months from 4 months at present for companies to submit an application with the markets regulator for obtaining a NOC for release of 1% of issue amount. Tata Motors Limited shares were cruising along near their 52-week high after the company issued problems such as chip shortage and a profit warning for not only Q1 but also for Q2 of financial year 2022. CDSL has become the first depository to open more than 4 crore active demat accounts. Shares of Bajaj Healthcare surged 11% after the company received approval from the Defense Research and Development Organization to manufacture and market 2-deoxy-D-glucose. Let's begin with economic news. The India expects major gains for itself from joining a global tax deal that is in works under the OECD G20 inclusive framework on waste erosion and profit shifting. Most of the countries negotiating global overhaul of cross-border taxation of multinationals have backed up plans for new rules on where companies are taxed and tax rates of at least 15%. According to the stress tests conducted by the RBI, banking sector's bad loans or gross non-performing asset may increase from 7.48% in March 2021 to 9.8% by March 2022. State-owned Coal India Limited said overall coal offtake rose by 32.7% to 160.4 million tons in the first quarter of this ongoing fiscal. The company's overall offtake was at 120.8 million tons in the last fiscal. These platforms will facilitate industry, including OEMs, Tier 1, 2 and 3 companies, and raw material makers, startups, domain experts, R&D institutions, and academia to provide technology solutions suggestions.